You're on your hands and knees pulling dandelions from your garden bed for the third time this month. Your back aches, your hands are stained, and you're wondering why these plants keep coming back no matter how much you pull. Meanwhile, your neighbor, who's a foraging expert, is harvesting those same dandelions and turning them into salad, tea, and medicine worth more than anything she's intentionally planting. The difference between a weed and a valuable plant isn't biology, it's knowledge. And the 10 plants you're destroying might be more valuable than everything you're trying to grow. Today I'm showing you 10 common weeds that provide food, medicine, and soil benefits far beyond typical garden plants. Stick around for number 7. It's a weed that accumulates more minerals from deep soil than any vegetable you can plant, and cutting it down actually makes your garden soil richer instead of poorer. If you enjoy practical gardening knowledge that challenges conventional wisdom, I'd love it if you'd subscribe and hit that bell icon. Now, let's dive in. Plant 1, dandelion. Number 1, dandelion, the misunderstood superfood growing in every lawn. Dandelions are among the most nutritious plants available. The leaves contain more vitamin A than spinach, more vitamin C than tomatoes, and more calcium than milk. The roots are used medicinally for liver support and digestive health, and the deep taproot breaks up compacted soil while bringing minerals from deep underground to the surface. The mineral accumulation mechanism. Dandelion taproots can reach 10 to 15 feet deep, accessing minerals that shallow-rooted vegetables cannot reach. When dandelion leaves die and decompose, these deep minerals become available to other plants. Edible parts, young leaves are excellent in salads with a slightly bitter flavor similar to arugula. Older leaves are better cooked. Flower petals make wine or can be battered and fried. Roots can be roasted and ground as a coffee substitute. Growing requirements. Hardy in zones 3 to 10. Grows in full sun to partial shade. Tolerates poor soil, drought, and neglect better than almost any plant. The dandelion secret? Don't pull them. Harvest the leaves regularly for salad. The plant regrows from the root, providing continuous harvests while the taproot continues improving soil structure. Medicinal use. Dandelion root tea supports liver function and acts as a mild diuretic. Herbalists use it for digestive complaints and as a spring tonic to support detoxification. Container growing. Dandelions actually grow well in deep containers, at least 12 inches deep. Grow them intentionally for continuous salad greens. Plant 2, purslane. Number 2, purslane, the omega-3 powerhouse disguised as a weed. Purslane contains more omega-3 fatty acids than any other leafy green, 7 times more than spinach. It's also loaded with vitamins A, C, and E, plus calcium, magnesium, and potassium. In many cultures, purslane is a valued vegetable. In America, it's sprayed as a weed. The nutritional advantage, the omega-3 content in purslane rivals fish. For vegetarians and vegans, purslane provides plant-based omega-3s that are difficult to obtain from other sources. Growing requirements, annual in zones 3 to 11. Thrives in full sun and heat. Tolerates poor soil and drought. Self-seeds prolifically, returning year after year. Edible use. The entire plant is edible. Leaves, stems, and flowers. Flavor is mild, slightly tangy, with crisp texture similar to cucumber. Use raw in salads or cooked in stir-fries. The purslane secret? Let it grow in pathways and bare spots. Harvest regularly for salads. The more you cut, the more it branches and produces. One plant provides continuous harvests all summer. Container advantage. Purslane needs only 4 to 6 inches of soil depth, making it perfect for shallow containers where other vegetables won't grow. Had you even heard of purslane containing more omega-3s than spinach before today? Drop a yes or no in the comments. Plant 3, lamb's quarters. Number 3, lamb's quarters, the spinach substitute that outperforms spinach. Lamb's quarters contains more protein, calcium, and vitamins A and C than cultivated spinach. It's been used as food for thousands of years and was a staple crop before spinach became popular. Today, most gardeners pull it as a weed. The nutritional comparison, lamb's quarters has 3 times the calcium of spinach, twice the protein, and significantly more iron and B vitamins. It's genuinely more nutritious than the vegetable it resembles. Growing requirements. Annual in zones 3 to 11. Grows in full sun to partial shade. Tolerates poor soil. Self-seeds prolifically. Edible use. Young leaves and tender stem tips are excellent raw or cooked. Use exactly like spinach in salads, sautéed, or added to soups. Older leaves become tough and are better cooked. Harvest strategy. Cut plants when 8 to 12 inches tall, leaving 2 inches of stem. They'll regrow for a second harvest. Regular harvesting keeps plants tender and productive. The lamb's quarters secret? Let a few plants grow in garden beds. They provide free, ultra-nutritious greens while their deep roots bring up minerals that benefit neighboring plants. Seeds are also edible. Lamb's quarters is related to quinoa. The seeds can be harvested and cooked exactly like quinoa, though they're smaller and require more effort to collect. Plant 4 chickweed. Number 4, chickweed, the winter salad green that grows when nothing else will. Chickweed is a cool season annual that grows vigorously in fall, winter, and spring when most salad greens struggle. It's mild-flavored, nutrient-dense, and used medicinally for skin conditions and inflammation. The cool season advantage: chickweed germinates in fall and grows through winter in zones 7 to 10. It provides fresh salad greens during months when lettuce won't grow. Growing requirements: annual in zones 3 to 11. Prefers cool weather and partial shade. Dies back in summer heat. Self-seeds reliably. Edible use: the entire above-ground plant is edible with mild, slightly sweet flavor. Use in salads, sandwiches, or smoothies. Chickweed has tender texture that doesn't require cooking. Medicinal application: chickweed poultice or salve is used traditionally for itchy skin conditions, minor burns, and rashes. The fresh plant has cooling, soothing properties. The chickweed secret? Let it grow as ground cover under taller plants. It fills bare soil, prevents other weeds, and provides continuous harvest without competing with main crops. Think about how much time you've spent this year fighting weeds. The hours on your knees pulling, the money on herbicides or mulch, the frustration watching them return. Now imagine if someone told you that 5 of the plants you've been destroying are more nutritious than the vegetables you're growing, that 3 of them are improving your soil faster than compost, that 2 of them are worth money as medicinal herbs. You'd probably feel like you've been working against yourself. That's exactly what's happening in most gardens. We've been trained to see certain plants as enemies when they're actually allies, providing free food, free medicine, and free soil improvement. Plant 5 plantain. Number 5, plantain, the first aid plant growing in every lawn. Plantain, the broadleafed weed, not the banana, is one of the most valuable medicinal plants. Fresh plantain leaves provide immediate relief for bee stings, mosquito bites, and minor wounds. The leaves also have antimicrobial properties that prevent infection. The first aid mechanism: plantain contains allantoin and aucubin, compounds that reduce inflammation, promote healing, and have antimicrobial effects. Crushing fresh leaves and applying them to stings provides almost immediate pain relief. Growing requirements: perennial in zones 3 to 10. Grows in full sun to shade. Tolerates foot traffic and mowing. Thrives in compacted soil where other plants fail. Medicinal use: for stings or bites, chew fresh leaves into a poultice and apply directly to affected area. For cuts or scrapes, crush leaves and use as a bandage. The juice stops bleeding and prevents infection. The plantain secret? Keep it growing near entrances and play areas where stings and scrapes are likely. It's your outdoor first aid kit. Edible bonus: young plantain leaves are edible raw in salads or cooked like spinach. Older leaves become fibrous and are better cooked. If you're finding this useful, hit that like button right now. It helps more gardeners find this. Plant 6 clover. Number 6, clover, the nitrogen-fixing lawn weed that should be encouraged. Clover fixes atmospheric nitrogen, essentially fertilizing your garden for free. It also provides continuous flowers for pollinators and stays green during drought when grass turns brown. Yet most people spray it as a weed. The nitrogen-fixing mechanism: clover roots host bacteria that convert nitrogen gas into plant-available form. Each clover plant can fix 40 to 200 pounds of nitrogen per acre per year, reducing or eliminating the need for synthetic fertilizers. Growing requirements: perennial in zones 3 to 10. Grows in full sun to partial shade. Tolerates poor soil and drought. The clover secret? Let it grow in lawns and garden pathways. It stays low, tolerates foot traffic, and continuously improves soil while feeding pollinators. Edible flowers: clover flowers are edible with mild, slightly sweet flavor. Use in salads or steep in hot water for tea. Harvest flowers before they turn brown. Plant 7 comfrey. Number 7. Comfrey, the dynamic accumulator that mines minerals from deep soil. Comfrey has taproots that reach 8 to 10 feet deep, accessing minerals unavailable to shallow-rooted plants. When you cut comfrey leaves and use them as mulch, you're transferring deep minerals to the soil surface where vegetables can use them. The mineral accumulation. Comfrey accumulates potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and trace minerals from deep soil. Cutting the leaves and laying them around vegetables transfers these minerals to the root zone. Growing requirements: perennial in zones 3 to 9. Grows in full sun to partial shade. Plant once and it grows for decades. The comfrey secret: plant it at bed edges. Cut leaves 3 to 4 times per season and use them as mulch around vegetables. You're essentially mining nutrients from deep soil and making them available to your crops. Medicinal use. Comfrey has been used traditionally for bone and tissue healing, though internal use is now discouraged due to pyrrolizidine alkaloids. External use as poultice for bruises and sprains remains common. Warning: comfrey spreads aggressively from root fragments. Plant carefully or choose sterile varieties like Bocking 14 that don't produce seeds. Drop your USDA hardiness zone in the comments. I want to see where you're all growing from. Plant 8 nettle. Number 8. Nettle, the stinging weed that's actually a superfood. Stinging nettle contains more protein than any leafy green, plus high levels of iron, calcium, and vitamins A and C. Once cooked or dried, the stinging hairs lose their sting, and the plant becomes a valuable food in medicine. The nutritional profile: nettle contains 25% protein by dry weight, higher than beans. It's also extremely high in iron, making it valuable for preventing anemia. Growing requirements: perennial in zones 3 to 10. Prefers moist soil and partial shade. Spreads aggressively through underground rhizomes. Edible use: wear gloves when harvesting. Blanch in boiling water for 30 seconds to neutralize stinging hairs. Use like spinach in soups, pestos, or sautéed dishes. The nettle secret: grow it in a contained area where it won't spread into unwanted spaces. Harvest regularly for food. Excess harvest can be dried for tea or composted to make nutrient-rich compost tea. Medicinal use: nettle tea is used traditionally for seasonal allergies, arthritis, and as a general nutritive tonic. Plant 9 violets. Number 9. Violets, the lawn weed with edible flowers and medicinal leaves. Wild violets produce edible flowers and leaves high in vitamins A and C. The flowers are beautiful additions to salads and desserts. The leaves have been used medicinally for respiratory issues. Growing requirements: perennial in zones 3 to 9. Prefers shade to partial shade. Tolerates poor soil. Self-seeds prolifically. Edible use: both flowers and young leaves are edible. Flowers have mild, slightly sweet flavor, perfect for garnishing salads or cakes. Leaves are bland but nutritious in salads. The violet secret: let them grow in shady areas under trees where grass struggles. They provide beautiful spring flowers, edible greens, and ground cover that prevents other weeds. Candied violets: violet flowers can be candied for elegant cake decorations. Brush flowers with egg white, dust with sugar, and dry overnight. Plant 10 wood sorrel. Number 10. Wood sorrel, the lemony weed that's actually a gourmet ingredient. Wood sorrel has clover-like leaves with bright lemony flavor from oxalic acid. It's used in gourmet cuisine as a garnish and flavoring. What most people spray as a weed, restaurants pay money for. Growing requirements: perennial in zones 5 to 9, annual in colder zones. Grows in shade to partial shade. Self-seeds prolifically. Edible use: the leaves, flowers, and seed pods are all edible with strong sour lemon flavor. Used sparingly as garnish in salads or to flavor fish dishes. The bright citrus flavor is genuinely delicious. The wood sorrel secret: let it grow in shady spots and harvest regularly for culinary use. A small patch provides continuous harvests all season. Caution: wood sorrel contains oxalic acid. Eat in moderation, especially if you're prone to kidney stones. So to recap, we covered dandelion, purslane, lamb's quarters, chickweed, plantain, clover, comfrey, nettle, violets, and wood sorrel. all provide food, medicine, or soil benefits beyond typical garden plants. Stop fighting them and start using them. If this gave you at least one new idea, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the time. We post new growing guides every week. Which of these 10 weeds are you going to stop destroying? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. The best gardens work with nature instead of against it. Now go plant something unconventional. I'll see you in the next video.